I can say.
We're back. According to media reports, the federal government may soon ban the use of commercial motorcycles, known as Okada. The proposal for the ban was made by the National Council of Transport and has been endorsed by the Minister of Transport, Idris Umar. According to a statement released by the ministry, the ban was one of the measures being proposed to ensure adequate provision of safe and secure means of transportation in the country. What do you think of the Okada ban? It's your view. Let it count. You can call us on 070-806-68014 or you could tweet to us at YourViewTVC. We know we have dealt with this issue before and Tanzi was vehemently against it because it was working for her. But now that you're about to get your car, are you still interested in this Okada matter?
I am still interested though. But I first of all need to be sure how they plan to ban it. Is it from all
it's still a
federal
proposition.
roads? Yeah.
No,
or
pata, as in pata.
But I do not support it. I do not support it. Do you know some people? No, you guys talk. Me, I don't support it at all. I can never support it.
You know, I feel for the poor man. I'm with Sanzi all the way. Some people don't even use this thing commercially. They just have it as their own mobile, whatever.
I think they will allow those ones. Is being used as commercial vehicle, and that commercial means is where the federal government is having a problem with. Because those people, I mean, you know how crazy
let's come back to the federal government. Isn't that where you have good roads that you know you can even maintain a car?
Thank you.
In certain areas, hey,
can I ask you a
it
question?
is the Okada that is the only means of transportation.
Can I ask you a question? Because you always seem to be against the federal government. I need to ask you, when they banned it in Lagos State, what was your
when they banned it on the federal roads, on the major express roads in Lagos State, not total ban.
Yes.
Total ban means that you've provided good roads.
But how do you go outside the country? Don't you walk a lot? I mean, between your house and the bus stop, you would walk. You say Okada will take you almost into your bedroom. When you go to all these your countries, all these places we travel to.
That's why we're all overweight.
From your house, you will walk to get bus stop. Then when you complain, when it comes to Nigeria, that's not complaining that,
wait until I get visa to go outside the country.
What of when you are like really, really tired? Waiting to happen.
No, live tired. This is the means of livelihood for some people.
That is the truth. On that point, on that note, I support you 100%. Because whether we like it or not, these people, this is their means of survival.
Can we find
when you take
is there Marwa? What does the Marwa?
What's the difference between Marwa and Okada?
See,
Marwa is still sizable. I mean, that one.
I entered Marwa. I used to take Marwa on Saturday. On Saturday, hey, I was just praying for my God. There is God.
Where are you going? Where's your car?
Where's your car?
No, I was walking. I was exercising, but I had a dog with me who started attacking everybody on the road. So I just said, well, let me just enter the Keke Marwa with the dog and go to my destination. There and back. It was not.
Well, let me take Amy's call. Good morning, Amy. Are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Yes.
I'm a first-time caller.
Yay! Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Please, I just want to I want to contribute to what you said this morning.
Yeah.
I'm not in support of what the people are saying, the government is trying to do, because that means they're going to create more miscreants. You understand what I'm trying to say? If there is no job, I'm robbers every day. This Okada, these people are driving, they're using it to feed their families and send their children to school. Will President Jonathan give them other jobs to do or provide them with petrol? So I'm not in support of it. Let them just leave them. Let them be where they are driving their Okadas and they're using it to feed their families.
Thank you very much, Amy. You see, I think we always close our mind to the other opportunities available because we are so used to Okada as a means of livelihood that we can't think of other opportunities. We need to open our eyes. There are other things you can actually empower this people to do.
You can provide them before you ban it.
They train, they go to vocational schools where you learn different trades. They can teach you how to barb, how to do carpentry, teach you how to do different things.
Before Okada came,
we're doing other things now.
this vocational that you just reminded me something. When these politicians want to do empowerment program for their
It's
parties,
because the Okada
they
is
buy
available now.
Okadas.
It's because
they
the
are the
Okada is
ones that
available.
import
If it
these
was
Okadas.
banned, they wouldn't do that.
They import these
if we
Okadas
never had
because
Okada,
they know
when,
that the roads are not even good. We have very bad
when
state
MK
of roads.
Abiola was there, was campaigning the other day, 1999, 1993. Did they find Okada? Was there Okada? There was no Okada, but they still campaigned. You all knew about MK Abiola. So the point is that don't say because they're using it for campaign. If it was not available, they won't use it.
But
Can I say something?
Okay.
Can I say something? You see, what I think is the Okada, we have allowed it to reach this point where everybody's like,
Dependent on it, yes.
what they should have done in the beginning was to regulate it. Regulate it, have them have proper training.
Yes, and license.
Because these people don't have proper
Yes,
training.
let me take Ife's call. Good morning, Ife.
Oh, hello, good morning.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead.
Okay. You see, I don't support the ban of Okada. Fine, I'm mobile, fine. But we have people that they use this as a means of livelihood, as you people have said. Then most of these former Okada people, most of them, you see, they travel back to the east or something. They are the kidnappers now. They are the armed robbers now. So if you just stop Okada totally, what do you expect? Many people might join them.
Right.
So please, the federal government should not ban the use of
I don't know.
Okada.
I don't know. All right, yes.
I really do not buy that point because people say bikes, they constitute nuisance, they are used in robbery. How about one chance? Nobody talks. These are bus riders.
Then the police should go and take care of one chance. Well, that's their job. My point is, you see, guys, you have to think outside the box. You see, you can't see beyond Okada because you are born and raised to Okada system. If you've gone all elsewhere, we see where there are no Okada systems, you still, yes, you mentioned good roads, very important. But see, let us pressure the government to get us good roads so they can get us more proper commercial vehicles. But Okada is not an option.
Before you ban the Okadas, provide a better measure.
Exactly.
If it's Marwa, I live inside Magodo Estate. Sorry, hold on. I live inside Magodo Estate. There is no other option. It's either you have a bike or you have to
take a walk.
Take a walk.
Take a walk.
Do you know how far my house is inside? What of people that live inside?
There's something they call estate shuttle. Estate shuttle should be provided for you.
Yes, they should.
They should provide it before they ban the bikes. Make life easier for people like us.
In England, the bus, when you enter the bus in England, it stops like, you know, when the bus will be stopping, I'm looking at these people, they don't walk at all.
They're wicked.
They will just, bam, they have stopped. Bam, they stop. They stop like every 1 minute.
Yeah.
You can see the bus stops.
Yeah.
You know, so. But when they get down at the bus stop, their house might be inside. They are going to walk from that place to where wherever their houses are.
Good morning, Shagun. Are you there?
Yeah.
Hello, Shagun.
Yeah, I would like to make a contribution to what you're saying concerning the ban of Okada. I think it's not the right thing for government to ban Okada because majority of Nigerian leaders are jobless. Source of their livelihood is Okada. Some feed through it, some send their children to school. So if you eventually, the federal government banned it, I think there will be a lot of armed robbers everywhere, kidnappers everywhere. Like, for instance, the area I live, Ikaro precisely, there are so many notorious guys out there. Their job is Okada job, nothing else. So there is no job anywhere. So some if you ban these Okada thing, I think you are going to endanger the life of Nigerians, particularly we that live in this Ikaro. At least government should think about it before doing it. Thank you very much.
Yes, Nima.
Mora, as much as I want to agree with you and YK, the truth is that provision of amenities must
agree with me, Ken. What am I saying?
It must precede this ban, these policies that they are bringing. You are also saying that it should be taken out now.
I didn't say this. I said they should provide.
Yes, they must
provide.
Let me land on my point.
No, because I want to correct you first. Okay. I think that if they ban it, there should be provision made for the people, because if you just say your means of livelihood has been taken away from you, what do you expect them to do?
Yeah.
Now,
what do you expect them to do?
The first thing, they should provide these roads. And then the jobs that we hear that they roll out every year, that, you know, they've created 1.6 million jobs, we should actually see these jobs, statements translate to jobs. People should actually have jobs. Now, we know the truth is that people don't have these jobs, and this is the only means with which they get something for their family.
Let me take Uche's call. Good morning, Uche. Are you there?
Hello, good morning.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead.
My name is Eke. I'm calling from Amuwodo. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yes, total ban of Okada is not advisable. there are areas, especially in River Lagos, that people cannot access by any other means than by Okada.
Thank you. They don't
Take Agor Palace Road and all the other places as example. Not only that, if you ban Okada, most of the people that ride Okada, they will go into other bicycles. Please, let the government not ban Okada, but let there be adequate regulation, especially running against traffic on an express road.
Thank you. Thank you.
I confronted a policeman against that running on against traffic. The policeman told me that most of the Okadas are owned by police top officers, that even if they arrest them, they will go back and release them.
Exactly.
We have a problem. Who will implement these issues now? Who will implement the policies?
All right.
You see, as a driver, because I drive, I know this, like on Agidingbi Road, when there is traffic, all the Okadas will go on the opposite side. They will be driving towards you. And you are not expecting to see someone coming towards you. It's not normal. And they take it as...
for these reasons.
They take it as a law.
Yes.
This Iju Road, the same thing. These are express roads, and they will be driving in
that's the problem, Wake. They're not properly regulated.
Exactly.
And it's a problem. But you see, even in regulating them, you see, anyway, when Fashola came, one of the things he was doing was creating all these pathways for people to walk on. Walkways.
Which is a good
Which is fantastic. People need to start walking. Get used to the idea of strolling. Even on the roads, walk. People don't like, they like to actually drop them inside their bedroom. Inside their room.
We don't walk in this country.
Let me wait.
I wanted to say something about what Uche said now. In Lagos, it's not only the Okada people that, drive on the opposite side of the traffic, or, facing coming. On Badagry Express Road, particularly Vaux, because there's always traffic there. You see cars, and the people that encourage these things the most are the policemen that are supposed to be stopping the Okada men. They take money.
You're right.
Just this morning,
Absolutely
a policeman stopped my brother-in-law's car, was telling us that, where your papers. He checked everything, and it was not that. He said they just settle us.
Okay, you're right. Let's see some tweets on this matter, because,
Streetwise says, before they ban Okada, they should fix our roads first, nationwide. Nationwide. And then Tuni Ogunawa says, they want to ban Okada, they want to ban Pomo. These people just chase the poor man away. They just want to chase the poor man away from Nigeria. And this is that way. Sade Carrillo says, you need to have numbers. They know the gravity of what we are saying. Millions of Nigerians use Okada as the source of living.
But they are just so unruly. You see, when I'm driving like this, oh my God, man, it is so crazy.
Murayo, you know what I want to say to you? It is the same because you are in a car. So anybody in a car will be angry with an LSA now. You will be angry with somebody trekking on Okada.
Don't say that.
No, it's true, because
when they be angry with an LSA.
If it was a car by you that was driving that rough, would you be that upset?
Of course I'll be upset. You don't know how to drive. Nigerians just generally
It is about it is about Nigerians, not just about the bike driver. Because when you go on the road, the number of people who constitute nuisance on the road, you actually have more Mara.
See,
that is one example. So you have more Mara people causing traffic and different accidents on the road than bike.
Because these children are the children of the same mother. Look at the children. They belong to the same mother.
They will carry wood. I had
to carry bed.
Goats.
Yes, in Abuja, in Buhari.
Yes, so
I see Okada men, women even on Okada doing this, going to
carry mattress while
carrying their load. That is their means of livelihood. That's their means of transportation that they have.
I had an American visitor once. When he was taking pictures. You see goats, he will see mattress. He couldn't.
Those Okadas carrying.
What I was trying to say is, I got on an Okada one day, and I was on the Okada, and he started driving. He was driving like this. The next thing he was doing like this. And I was saying, come now, look where you're going. What is wrong with you?
I'm saying
he was going like this. I was driving like this. I was like, what is this?
He was reckless.
See, if they can properly regulate these people, I don't think you and I have an issue with Okada. Really.
I don't have any issue with
them. If they can properly regulate them, where you have to have a proper license, you have to know how to ride.
Murayo, but reality is that they check these things in Lagos State. In every local government in Lagos State, you have to register your Okada. You have to get a license. They will do these things, but they don't even follow the rules. What they do is they just get you the paper, you pay your money, and you get out. Nobody takes you, have you tested.
Exactly.
They do it in Lagos.
Even in Lagos State where it's regulated, they still get away with it.
They get away because the local government officials just get them their papers and take their money without checking.
And they take bribe and let them go.
End this segment very soon. But don't you think Lagos or Nigeria will be so peaceful without Okada? Like just the serene environment, the quietness.
No.
That's
That's what Lagos is known for.
Hey,
What are we?
On that note, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, caring for the elderly is on Let's Talk. Stay with us. We'll be right back.